The Uber driver dropped me off at the wrong spot. Not a big deal. He dropped me off at the where you come out instead of where you go back into the US. Hey, so welcome back to the Happy Trekkers channel. My name is Mike, and I recently just went down to Tijuana for the day. Had some fun just walking around downtown, checking out some of the sites, did a little shopping, had to buy some stuff at Costco, stopped by and had a fantastic lunch. 2 carne asada tacos with beans, delicious, cooked right there in front of me for 50 pesos, which is a little less than $3, I guess. Really good. Couldn't say enough. And then as I was walking back towards Costco, went through a bunch of these little produce and fruit shops. Some delicious looking food there. Look at all these peppers. So many dried peppers. I want to take them all home. But then after I was leaving Costco, I thought I'm just going to take an Uber back to the border. I'd give him where I was going. He was not really sure. We had a couple discussions. Ultimately, he dropped me off at the wrong spot. We were both looking at our phone, and we could see we were not where Uber said they were supposed to drop us off. But I didn't want to argue. So the Uber driver dropped me off at the wrong spot. Not a big deal. He dropped me off at the where you come out instead of where you go back into the US. But it's right here. It's not a big deal. So he dropped me off there where that X is, and really it should have been where that check mark is. We're talking 100 yards or so. It's not much. I didn't actually know where it was, but I knew where I was in general area. I didn't know where the thing was. So you just walk down to the end of the street here and cross over, which is right. There's a pharmacy right there, Aroma Pharmacy. This is right exactly where you come out when you're coming into Mexico. So you're basically going to go the same spot. Obviously, the border is the same border, so it's in the same area. But I just walked back across the street, and then I'm going to take a left here, where all these like cell phones or whatever they are selling, and then follow the road and stop before I hit the bridge, which you can kind of see there. The bridge is going over all the traffic heading back into the United States, so it's very obvious where you're going to line up. You're not going to go on the other side of the road. You're going to go right here down this little incline, and you really just keep walking until you hit a line of people, or what they refer to as a linea. It's very, very obvious. Hey, question of the day. Have you ever walked back into the United States through Tijuana? How was your experience at customs? I'd love to hear it. Let me know in the comments. Now, when you get down there, you're going to hit a line. And if it's your first time, you might think, oh, is this the right line? Yes, it's the right line. It's the only line. So you get in that line. There's all the traffic for the U.S. This lady with a bag was kind of annoying. She jumped in the middle of our line, but she was an old lady, so we all let her. So this guy here with a black backpack, now he probably has a sentry pass. That's why he's cruising by everybody. He's going to go basically to the front of the line. If you come down frequently, you want to get that sentry pass. You're going to save yourself. I think this day I spent about an hour in the line and in customs. See these people on the right, the lady with the pink and this guy with the long blonde hair. They also have sentries, so they've skipped all the way to this door, which is your first sort of gate. I would imagine on the other side of this gate is the U.S., so you're kind of in a middle territory between this line, because that's a U.S. border or a U.S. customs agent. So you're probably in the U.S. at this line. They don't like to be filmed, so and blur this little section out. I think cops around the world just don't like to be filmed. Okay, so that line took a while to get through. Now we're going to queue up to get in the building, which is where customs is. But I got another half hour worth of lines probably. It's a lot of lines to get back. This is a Saturday afternoon, trying to get back into the States. So this is right outside the actual building where customs is. I'm not going to record in there, but it's very simple. You just go in, they look at your passport, they ask you a few questions. That's it. Then you come out here and you buy your ticket to get back on the train. I'm going to buy the fare. I'm going to buy a one-way ticket for one adult. You see it's $2.50, really pretty cheap. Just use your credit card. I think you take cash too, but yeah, just use your credit card. $2.50, cheap. And there's my card, my ticket. And the train is usually waiting there. If not, it's just a few minutes. Right outside the McDonald's. Very easy to find. And just go down and find the car you feel like jumping into. I went down, I don't know, 3 or 4 cars. I actually ran a little bit late. I almost had the door shut in front of me. There's a little green button. If it's not all the way shut, yes, push that green button, and it opened right back up for me. You can see it's this is a Saturday afternoon, late afternoon, and it's not crowded at all going back. There you go. Very simple. All right, so that was my trip to Tijuana. I am back in the car, headed back to the house. But a very simple process, as you saw. It's the line getting back to the United States is a little bit long. That's actually the only difficult, and it's not even difficult, it just takes some time. Everything is very simple, as you saw. You go down, you take the train down, you cross the border, you walk around, you come right back the same way. Very simple process. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. I'll be happy to answer anything that I can. But again, in the meantime, don't forget to like and subscribe and ring the bell so that you get notified every time we drop a new video. And in the meantime, keep on trekking.